Hi guys, welcome to Code Bashers. Guys, in this video, I will be discussing the Infosys Power Programmer role, or you can say the Specialist Programmer role interview experience. Guys, this is the second interview experience of this profile on my channel. The first interview experience has already been posted, so make sure that after watching this video, you watch that interview experience also. The link of that interview experience I will give in the description box. And guys, one more thing is that, see, on my channel, there is a playlist called Infosys 2022. In this particular playlist, I have one such video, that is the Infosys important interview subject, wherein I have discussed the what are the important interview subjects for different roles, that is SC role, DSC role and PP role. So guys, make sure that if you have any Infosys related interview in future, so make sure to watch this video first, and then in this playlist only I have 5 interview experiences of SCS profile of Infosys and 1 interview experience of the PP profile that I was discussing earlier. So here is one such experience of PP profile that has been already posted on my channel, and 5 interview experiences of SCS profile have been posted. So make sure that after watching this interview experience, you watch this entire playlist also. So guys, these videos will be really informative for you. So guys, if you are new to this channel, make sure that you subscribe it as well as join my Telegram group also. All the links of the Telegram group are given in the description box. Make sure that you do not miss this update and are present on the groups. So guys, now let's start this video, and before starting a video, please hit the like button as well as the subscribe button for this channel. Guys, this video is sponsored by Relevel platform by Unacademy. India's biggest startups are hiring through this platform this year. More than 50 plus companies including 1MG, Razorpay and Upgrade are hiring through this platform. You can get a job up to 15 LPA through this hiring. To take part in this hiring, you will have to enroll yourself for the test that is known as the Relevel test, and on the basis of your performance in these tests, you will be given a score that is known as the Relevel score. And guys, on this basis of this score, the different companies which are hiring through this platform will approach you for the interviews, and if you clear the interviews, you will be getting the job in your dream companies. So guys, big news here is that these Relevel tests are completely free. You do not have to pay a single rupee for taking part in this hiring. So now let's see how we can register ourselves for this hiring. Okay, so when you visit this site, you will have to click register for free button. Now, the companies are hiring for 3 different roles: business development role, front-end development role and back-end development role. So on your preference, you can select any role. So I am choosing back-end development role. Now, if you want to get more information, you can simply scroll down. And guys, please make sure that you visit this site for more information. The link is given in the description box. And now once you have to register for the test. Now again, click on this register for free button. Now, you will have to give the test and you can book your slot. Now here the slots are given to you. So I choose this slot and I will be giving the test on this slot. Now guys, the next step is the very critical point of this particular hiring, that is the video resume. You can simply record your video resume from your camera by clicking on the start recording button. So guys, make sure that you do this step very carefully because it will play a vital role in your hiring. So as once you have recorded your video resume, then you will simply have to click submit and your slot will be booked, and on that slot you will have to give the test. So guys, I hope you will like this initiative of Relevel platform and you will take part in this hiring. Okay, so guys, the date of the interview was 22nd July 2021. The branch of my friend was IT. The duration of the interview was 60 minutes. Guys, this interview happened through Hack with Infi, which happened earlier this year for 2022 batch candidates. So make sure that you watch this video till the end. Okay. So the first question was, the coding question was asked, that is the rat in a maze problem. Guys, this is the famous question of recursion. So again, such type of questions can be asked in this interview. You might be asked to write the code, or you might be asked to just write the pseudocode, because guys, this is an 8 LPA package role, so they will test your coding skills in detail. So this is the question, and I will again give you the link of this question in the description box. You can visit this site and check for the solution of this problem. Now the next question is how a hash map is implemented. So guys, we know that what a hash map is. A hash map is a simple data structure in which the searching complexity is O of 1. Now there are certain things in which by how this hash map is implemented. So again, there is a good article on Geese for Geese that how hash map is implemented. I will give the link in the description box for this same. Now next question is, what is an array? What is the time complexity of insertion and deletion in an array? Again, what is an array? An array is a collection of items stored at contiguous memory location. Again, this is a very important question because see, array can be asked in an interview, linked list can also be asked. So what is the difference between array and linked list? This lies only in the definition of the array. That is, an array is a collection of items stored at a contiguous memory location. That is, one after the another element will be stored in an array. And at a time, array can contain only one data type, because see, when we declare an array, it is either an int array, char array, string array. So it can only contain integer values of a particular size, again the or the string or something else. And this is how an array structures look like in the memory location. So I hope this thing is clear to you. And the general time complexity of insertion and deletion in an array is an O of n. So I hope this thing is clear to you. Now the next question is, what are pointers? Again, it's a very basic question. A pointer is a variable whose value is the address of another variable. So let's just see an example, like we have int a is equivalent to 10. Now this is a simple variable in which a value is stored, but what is a pointer? So it will be int star p, let's name it p, and it will store the address of a. Just a second, yes, address of a. Now this p is the pointer, because see, a pointer is a variable, that is p is a variable whose value is the address of another variable. That is, the value of p is the address of a, that is address of another variable. So now this p is a pointer. So again, this is also known as direct address of the memory location. So I hope this thing is clear to you, that what are pointers. Now next question is again a commonly asked question, that is, what is the difference between structure and a class? Now one such difference is that structures are allocated on the stack memory, whereas the class is allocated on the heap memory. And in structures, when we declare some member functions or data members, then they are by default public, but in the class they are by default private, if we consider for C++ case. Again, in Java, I think there are no structures, but I am not confident in it. So you can simply read for different languages that what is the difference of structure and a class. Okay, so I hope this thing is clear to you. Now next is describe OOPS concept. Guys, again, if you are watching my videos of interview experiences of different companies, in every company, one or the another interview, this question is asked. So guys, there are 4 pillars of OOPS, that is abstraction, encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism. Again, if you want to know in detail that how we can explain these concepts to the interviewer, I have made a separate video on my channel, that is the 4 pillars of OOPS. In that I have explained each and every concept with the real life example, and how we have to explain these concepts to the interviewer. So I hope you will watch that video. I will give that video in the description box or in the I button. Okay. Now the next question is, what is the primary key? Again, there are certain questions which are asked from database also. Now we all know primary key is the basic thing that can be asked in an interview related to database. The primary key constraint uniquely identifies each record in a table. See, we have a table. Now in that table the data are stored. How we can retrieve the data? We have to retrieve the data using a key. That is, that whenever we use that key, we can fetch the unique records. So again, the primary key constraint is used for that purpose only. Now there are certain properties of primary key. Primary key must contain unique values, that all the values under the column of primary key must be unique, and they cannot be null. Okay. A table can only have one primary key. Again, this question is also asked in an interview, that how many primary key a table can have. So it can have only one primary key, and in the table this primary key can consist of single or multiple columns. So I hope you know what does this mean. So this was the question of, that is, what is primary key. Now next question is, how the data in tables are stored. Now guys, the data in the table are stored in the form of the rows and columns. Now we give columns the name as well as the constraints, and in that column, based on the constraints, the data is stored one by one, and using the primary key or the other keys, we can retrieve the data and fetch the queries, and we can perform our searching operations. So I hope this thing is clear to you, that how data in the tables are stored. Okay, the next question was 1 to 2 basic DBMS queries were asked. So guys, he was not able to recall that what all queries were asked from him in the database. So he said that only the basic DBMS queries were asked, that is very basic, like the like you can say the sum, do the sum of the column. So these type of queries can be asked in an interview again. Okay, now next is the explain scheduling algorithm. So guys, operating system was also asked from my friend. So there are different type of scheduling algorithms. I will give you this link in the description box. You can go there and study on this link. Okay. The next question is, what is page switching? So again, this is a concept in OS only. So I hope you know this concept, what is page switching. I will try to give the link of this question also in the description box. Now next is, what is multi-threading. Again, what multi-threading is a very common concept in operating system, or you can say in different languages also. You must have read the multi-threading system, that a particular process is divided into multiple threads, and all the multiple threads run parallelly for executing that process. So this makes the execution of the process quicker as compared to if a process is running on a single thread. So I hope this thing is clear to you, and if you want to know this term in detail, again this is the link for studying it. Okay, so these 12 questions were all the technical questions that were asked from him. The duration of the interview was 60 minutes. In that, these 12 technical questions plus the next 3 HR questions were asked from him. That is, first question was why Infosys. Again, if you are giving the interview for any company, you must know this answer, that why Infosys, why TCS, why Cognizant, why Wipro. So you must all know these questions for the companies also. Now, the next question was, where do you see yourself after 5 years? So guys, these are the pet HR questions. These are the pet HR questions which can be asked in any company, not only Infosys, any service-based company, any product-based company. Again, I have made a separate video on my channel in which I have discussed the most commonly asked HR questions in an interview. So make sure that you watch that video also, because guys, in these HR questions there is nothing right answer, nothing wrong answer. It only depends on how you react to the question, how you explain your point of view to the interviewer. So you can simply answer anything on these questions or as per your knowledge. Now the last question was that, did my friend had any questions from the interviewer? So again, if this thing is asked from you, make sure that you ask 2 to 3 questions from the interviewer, because it will put a really good impression on the interviewer that you are seriously interested in the company. You can ask questions like, what will be my role in the company, what all projects I will be working on. So the interviewer will be happy to answer you all these questions. So make sure that you ask the interviewer 2-3 questions if he. So I hope this point is clear to you. So guys, this was it for this video. In this I have discussed both the technical questions as well as the HR round questions. I know the interviews are still going on. Some of you have this week, some of you have next week. So I hope these interview experiences will be helping you for preparing your interview. And if you want more such interview experiences, please like the video, and guys, please comment down that you want more such videos. So guys, I hope this will be helpful for you. Thank you for watching this video.